Okay, there we go. I love this mint green color. It's just so springy and so pretty. Of course, now I have to spend 20 minutes making sure everything's all lined up as I do. I'm really glad that the daily drops today are a lot of really fun springy like pastels and just really nice spring colors, because I kind of did my makeup a little more like springy pink. Ignore the massive wing, that was an accident. That's one of those things, you know, when you're doing eyeliner and it's like, okay, this side looks really good, and then you start doing this side and it kind of goes, and then you have to like straighten it out and try to fix it, and then oh, now this one's really big, okay, well now I have to max on this side, and it just gets out of hand. It was one of those today, and definitely where the wings ended up being like twice the size I meant to make them, but I mean, we were rolling with it. But I did like a bright pink eyeshadow, which was mostly because I used a pink blush and it ended up looking way more pink than I thought it would, and was like, oh, this is a lot. I'm just gonna make my eyeshadow more pink, and it actually made the pink blush look a lot less pink. So it kind of worked in the end. And then I have a pink gloss stick that I used. I'm pretty sure most of it's probably worn off by now just from being around and stuff, and I don't want to put on a fresh coat of pink gloss because I don't want to be like changing and get like pink gloss all over the clothes. So I think we're just gonna leave it as it is and kind of roll with what we've got here. Okay, maybe just another few seconds to get everyone to join, and then we will get going. We have, kind of as has been the trend for the last couple of weeks, I have quite a few pieces for today's daily drop in Plus, and then it's a little bit more scattered and kind of less throughout the week. But the Tuesday stuff is going to be like phenomenal. We've got a ton of pretty much, I think basically actually like everything that comes on today's daily drop does come in Plus, which is fantastic. So, okay, with that, it's been a couple of minutes. I think we will go ahead and get started. So, good morning, everybody. My name is Michelle. I am the size 3X model here for Lavender and Lace Boutique. I go live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time to try on all of the pieces that are going to be launching throughout the week that come in plus sizes, or even if they don't say like a plus size on the tag, if they work for plus size bodies, then I will try it on. So with that, I go live every Tuesday, and with that, the Tuesday daily drops tend to be a lot more focused on plus size clothing, just because that is the one that I get to show off and show everybody. So we try to make sure we incorporate that into my live. For reference, I typically wear a size 3X top and bottom. There's the odd time for bottoms where I've been sizing down to a 2X, particularly in Judy Blue shorts, but for the most part I am a 3X. In Judy's I wear an 18W, and for height reference I am 6'1". I am very tall, so I do talk about length, especially with sleeves and things like that, as it pertains to me as a tall person. So anyways, with that, let's begin with this super pretty baby doll top that I'm wearing. This is the third color we've had launching in this. We've had it launch in like a rose pink and a really pretty yellow in previous weeks, and now this week we have this Golden Dream baby doll tank releasing in mint. So this one's going to be retailing for $36. Sizes small through 3X, and we all wear our typical size for this one. It is a 1X large as opposed to an extra large for the median size there, and that's what Melissa takes. I don't have a ton of comments that I haven't already said about the other two, just really pretty pieces. The things I really like about these baby dolls, instead of it just being like a flat straight line across the front, it does kind of do a little bit of like a curved shape, which I think is a little bit more flattering than just cutting you off straight across the midsection here. And then if you go around to the back, we can see it is a little bit more of a flat line in the back, which is fine, because I do think that in the front, when you have a chest and then it kind of like cuts it off, can be a little bit more jarring, but in the back it's a little bit more subtle and flattering. I love this shade of mint. It's definitely like the perfect spring color. This one I would say, because sometimes mint can kind of float, like minty turquoise can kind of float between blue and green. I would say this one pulls more green than it does blue, but it's not like 100% purely just green. There is definitely like a blue undertone to it, but I would definitely say that this one pulls more green than it does blue, but there still is a little hint of blue in this one. And as I've done in the other two colors, I have to do the twist test, and it does in fact pass the twist test, which is fantastic. I love when baby dolls do that. So again, This one is the Golden Dreams Baby Doll Tank in mint. Again, this one's gonna be $36, sizes small through 3X, with a 1X large as the like mid size. And this one is true to size. We all wear our typical sizes, which includes myself wearing the 3X. Okay, cool. I think I will show off the jeans now because of all the tops we have, they're all kind of like looser, longer fitting tops that are launching today. So I think this one will be just as easy as any of the other tops to describe the jeans that I'm wearing. So let me just tuck up the front here as best I can. And that way I can kind of show off as best I can. We have some nice bright white skinny jeans here. This definitely feels like very millennial to me, which I'm honestly very okay with. I'm pretty sure I had this exact pair of jeans when I was in my early 20s, so I love that these are still kicking around. So these ones are the Brady's, or if you want full details, they are the Judy Blue white high-rise skinny jeans. These ones are retailing for $93 and they are available in sizes 0 through 15. And then for plus sizes, they are available in sizes 14W through 22W. And I wear my typical 18 in these ones. I will say compared to other Judy Blue skinnies, these ones are maybe slightly more snug. I find that typically the skinny jeans, for whatever reason, always seem to have a little bit more stretch and just snap back, whereas this one I feel like is a little bit stiffer in the waistband. That being said, it's not to the point where I feel the need to size up to the 20. I still think that the 18 fits. It's just something to be wary of, that compared to other denims in the skinny jean cut, I find that this one is maybe just slightly a little bit more restrictive. If anything, I think it's just that the denim, it maybe isn't quite as stretchy. It's a little bit more of a stiff denim in this white denim. Hello, Brenda. Good afternoon to you too. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so again, I don't have the inseams for these ones, but just kind of based, again, I am 6'1". I have a very long inseam. I personally wear like a 34 to 35 inch inseam. I'm gonna guess these are like a 29. They're definitely ankle jeans on me, but I feel like of all the jeans to be short on a tall person, skinnies are the easiest because you can just wear a boot or you can kind of intentionally go for that ankle jean look and it's gonna work for sure. Hello, good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for joining. Hello. Yeah, and I just feel like the white jean with all the like super fun, bright, colorful stuff we have to try on in this daily drop is just perfect. It's so fitting. So again, I'll do a little turnaround. These don't have any sort of embellishment or distressing or anything like that. They are just a pure white skinny jean, a really good staple piece. I would be afraid to wear these because I am cursed with white clothing, and I know that the instant I put these on, my dogs would come barreling in from the backyard with muddy paws and like jump on me and just get like a big paw print right on the leg. I could guarantee that would happen if I wore these, but they are still really, really gorgeous, and they are definitely what I would describe as like a true white. They're not ivory, they're not cream, they're not off-white. These are definitely like a true white denim. So again, these are the Judy Blue high-rise white skinny jeans, aka the Brady's. These ones are retailing for $93 and they're available in sizes 0 through 15. And then 14W through 22W. I'm wearing my typical 18W, and everyone else also took their typical Judy Blue sizes. So that is Christine in the 3, Carrie's in the 9, Melissa is in the 14, and I'm in my 18 for these ones. Okay, sweet. I am gonna go change shirts. I'm also just gonna blow my nose real quick. I have a little bit of a sniffle I need to get rid of. I don't know what it is about my body, but I can guarantee almost to like a T that if it's a day where I've actually like done my full makeup and put foundation on, that's the day where my nose is going to decide to be runny, because it knows like, oh, you don't want to blow your nose because you're going to wipe your foundation off. But alas, I feel like I would rather just deal with it and have a little bit of a smudgy makeup on my nose than deal with a sniffle for my whole life. So if my nose looks a little extra pink compared to the rest of everything, just ignore it. That's just my red nose. Although because I'm wearing really pink blush today, maybe you won't even notice. Okay. Oh, I love this sweater so much. This one is so cozy. This is the perfect legging sweater in my opinion. This is exactly the kind of thing I love to wear with just a good pair of black leggings and big fuzzy socks when I'm at home. Or honestly wearing, like running errands too. So this is the Remember Me sweater in denim blue. This one's retailing for $39 and it's available in sizes small through 3X. So this one is a very like oversized fit, but intentionally. It's got, and by oversized, it's just drapey. I would say that it's actually still true to size, especially in the sleeves. It's kind of got that dolman effect with the bat wing and stuff. But once it's on, I would say it actually like fits, again, like a relaxed fit, but it's not like oversized. So we do actually all wear our true to size in this top. So Christina's in the small, Carrie takes the medium, Melissa's in the 1X, and I take the 3X for this one. Yeah, I described it, I was like, it's really oversized, and then as soon as I hold my arms up, I'm like, well, really it's not. It's just because it has those like dolman sleeve, the batwing effect. And you can see too that it actually still, despite having like, sometimes with a dolman sleeve, I find because I am so tall and I have long arms, that the sleeve will kind of hit short and then it kind of gets kind of weird and wrinkly here, but that's not the case with this one. The sleeve is actually still hitting at a really nice place. It actually is like coming up over my wrist onto the back of my hand, which for like a comfy sweater is ideal for me. I love that. But it's also not so much that I feel like the sleeves are hanging and getting in my way. Also the sleeves, like while they're a little bit more fitted here, there's still lots of room. They're not tight by any means. So it's not like it's like a really tight forearm and then flappy everywhere else. Also the shoulders, being such a like drop shoulder with the dolman style, fit really well because I do have broad shoulders. I also really love the length of this garment. It is a little bit longer on the sides just because of the drop effect from the sleeves, but even in the back it is a bit longer. And this is again the perfect legging sweater. This is going to be tunic length for most folks. It's basically almost tunic length for me. And then if I turn to the side, we can see it is definitely a bit shorter in the front compared to the back, but just really gorgeous length. I love the silhouette on this one because it is relaxed fit and it is loose and flowy, but it doesn't just hang and it doesn't just like it doesn't look too big or too overwhelming, especially being such a nice light pretty color. I'll get up closer a little bit so we can see that it's got this this like heathered effect of a really, really light blue and then more of like a denim blue kind of mixed in, which is gorgeous. I'm not sure, Bonnie. I think there might be one other color coming. I think I might have tried on one other, but I could be mistaken. Oh no, it's same material but a slightly different cut of top. But I'm not sure, but I kind of hope there's other colors too because this is gorgeous. I love the fit of this. If we could get this in like a darker purple, like an eggplant purple, I would die. That would be incredible. Or even like a charcoal, I would be all into that. So that might be something worth messaging customer service about, because it could just be that this was the only one that they made, but it could be that they're like, oh, well, we'll try one, and if people like it, then maybe we'll order more colors, because I also think this one is gorgeous. So again, this one is the Remember Me sweater in denim blue. $39, which is also a really nice price point for a sweater like this. Sizes small through 3X, and we are all wearing our typical sizes. It is a relaxed fit. But I wouldn't go as far as to say it's like full on oversized. It's just loose, flowy, that kind of like vibe of sweater. Right, Bonnie? I would be so excited for a purple one as well. Okay, so that's two of the tops. We still have, oh my goodness. We still have 3 tops and another Oh Snap cardigan to go. So let's keep on motoring through this and I will be right back. Okay, let's do the snap cardigan while we're here. And then everything underneath it. I love this whole outfit. This outfit is 100% something that I would wear to work at my office job. I love this outfit. Okay, so this is the Oh Snap cardigan in magenta. We've had a couple of the Oh Snaps launch recently, and I know we have a few more coming as well. So this one is the magenta variant. This one's retailing for $37, and it is available in sizes small through 3X, and it includes both an extra large and a 1X for this one for the mid sizes there. For this one, it is more of a fitted cardigan. It's not like a super loose flowy one, but it is really stretchy. And so if you want to do it up, it's definitely, I'll do some of the buttons up. I do find that with cardigans like this, it's not very often that I do button them up, but this one I have no problem with it. There's just so many snaps that it might take me a bit of time to try and do them all. But if I were to button it, I would probably kind of just do the first couple of buttons at the top and then leave the rest open, because I think that is really cute. But if I do this quickly without actually buttoning them, you can see that like I have no problem buttoning it up. It does give a more fitted silhouette when I do, but that being said, it's not like it's stretching and pulling and like the snaps aren't fighting for their life trying to close, but it is definitely more of a fitted silhouette when it is buttoned up. Or you can leave it open like this, and it's going to sit open a little bit wider, and you're going to get a little bit more of that flowy silhouette. The sleeves are more, again, on the fitted side, but they're not tight by any means. Because the fabric is really stretchy, you can see I still have a lot of stretch and wiggle room in the sleeve. So while it is fitted, it's not tight or uncomfortable. You could have bigger arms even than mine, and you're still going to be okay in this one. All of these snaps as well are fully functional, so you could do as many or as few as you want, and you can be really dramatic and like rip your sweater open, and it's going to give that fun like tearaway pants 90s sound. I remember I had a pair of like Adidas snap pants, except that mine didn't have the snap on the waistband, like they stopped. So if I did the like snap thing, the pants would stay there, but they would just like flap open. So I remember thinking it was really funny when I was like a 6-year-old to put shorts on under my pants and then be like, wah! Like not in public. This was like at home, like to tease my brother or my cousins, but I would like rip open the snaps on my pants, and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. But anyways, that is very much a tangent that is not applicable to this outfit at all. But anyways, once again, this is the Oh Snap cardigan in magenta. $37 for this one, sizes small through 3X with both an extra large and a 1X. We all wear our typical sizes in this one, and that includes Melissa in the 1X for this one specifically. Okay, and then I'll go to the tank top underneath. I'll pull off the cardigan so that I can show it off a little bit more. This one, this is the Paula cardigan. It reminds me very much of, what were they called? Was it the Neon Lights cardigan? Or not cardigan, the Neon Lights tank top? Or the Aurora. The Neon Lights was the dress that had this kind of high neck silhouette, but I think it was the Aurora tank tops. This one reminds me a lot of those where they have the higher neck and then the long flowy body for it. So this is, again, the Paula tank top in black and ivory floral. This one's retailing for $44, and it is available. Sorry, I'm just going to scooch my little table closer to the cameras here so I don't have to walk quite as far away when I need to set it down. This one's retailing for $44, and it's available in sizes small through 3X with a 1X as the medium size. This one is true to size with everyone wearing their typical size, which would be, of course, Christine in the small, Carrie in the medium, Melissa's in the 1X, and I am wearing my typical 3X for this one. As I was mentioning, it does have this higher necked silhouette and the wider kind of tank style straps. I love a higher neck silhouette. I find that with myself being someone who has broad shoulders, that this kind of makes everything visually look a little bit more narrow, and it brings my shoulders in a little bit. And then especially because this top has so much length, it just makes you look very like long and sleek. There is quite a bit of flow to this top, which is also really nice. And again, the length is fantastic. We do have a pretty big scoop on the side here. And then it's kind of hard to tell with the white jeans and then the white on the pattern, but it is longer in the back than the front by about 2.5 inches, I would say. And it's really nice bum coverage on this one too. It pretty much covers my entire butt. And again, I'm very tall, so for most folks, this is going to be a really good like tunic length top. The fabric is also very stretchy as well, and it's a nice light breathable fabric. It's really lightweight and it just has a really nice flow to it, so it's going to be really nice to wear into spring with things like cardigans or blazers or jackets over it, but then into summer it's still going to be really nice because it has all that movement and flow, and it's going to be nice and breezy for when it gets hot out, which feels like a long time away, but considering it was like 14 degrees on my drive home yesterday from work, maybe not that far at all. So again, this is, I guess I should show the back a little bit more just to show it does have that high tank back for the back neckline as well. So again, this is the Paula tank top in black and ivory floral. This one's retailing for $44, sizes small through 3X. Everyone wears their typical sizes. This one is gorgeous. I anticipate this one might be one that goes pretty quickly, if judging from the Aurora tank tops, which were very similar from last year and how quickly those went. If you're interested, this is one I would recommend hopping on right away at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, because I suspect this one is going to be very popular and move very quickly. Myself included, I'll probably try to snag this one too. All right, I think we have 2 more tops left for today, so let's keep on boogieing through. So I have a long sleeves top and a short sleeve top. Let's do the long sleeve top. There we go. All right, so this one is the Lynn long sleeve top in lavender. I love, love, love this color. This one's retailing for $32, and it is available in sizes small through 3X, with the median size being a 1X large for this one. This one is a little bit more of a relaxed fit, but still true to size. So everyone is in their typical size, which includes Christine in the small, Carrie in the medium, Melissa in the 1X, and of course myself in the 3X. This one also not quite as dramatic as the Paula tank top, but this one does have a little bit of that longer, flowier silhouette. It does have a scoop on the side, but again, not as dramatic as the Paula tank top. And this one does, it's hard to say. I think that it's pretty much the same length front and back. It might be like half an inch longer in the back, but it's pretty close to equal for the two of them. Oh, let me get this tag tucked back in. I had it tucked in and then I went to like stretch my arms and it popped back out. But this one on me is not quite bum coverage length, but I'm also very tall, so I feel like it's going to be close for people that don't have quite as long of a torso as I do. And then the sleeves are really nice length. I talk about this all the time in my lives, but my habit is to pull up the sleeves. A big part of that is just being so tall and having dealt with short sleeves my whole life. It's just a subconscious habit to like pull my sleeves up, but if I do pull them down, they are maybe a tiny bit short on me. If I step to the side here, we can see if I stretch it out, you can definitely see my wrist bone. Not quite all the way up the wrists, but it's not terribly short. But again, because my habit is to pull up the sleeves anyways, they do have enough kind of elasticity that they're gonna stay in place. They're not gonna be falling down, but they're also not so tight that they're gonna be uncomfortable either. Like I could very easily like leave them like this all day and I'm gonna totally forget and notice. The other nice thing about these sleeves, because they are nice and elastic and they are a little bit more of a fitted sleeve, but they're not super tight, is that these are gonna be great sleeves for wearing in a jacket. You know how sometimes when you have a long sleeve top and you put it through the arms of like a denim jacket or something and they kind of get balled up and it's annoying? This is gonna be a perfect long sleeve top for under jackets like that, because the sleeves are just really nice and close to the arm, but without being like tight or clingy. So they're just gonna glide like right through a sleeve, no problem, which is gonna be fantastic. Again, this one is the Lynn long sleeve top in the shade lavender. $32 for this one, sizes small through 3X, and it is a slightly relaxed fit, but we all still wore our true sizes, which is myself in the 3X. Okay, we have one more top. We have the Whole New World top in Ash Jade. This one is a short sleeve top. I'll go pop that one on and be right back, and then we'll finally be done with the Tuesday Daily Drop. We do also have a drop tonight as well, but that one is a combination of some pieces in plus and some pieces in regular sizes, and some pieces are only plus, some pieces are only regular. So what I'm going to do for that one is I'm actually going to save it for the end, and Christine is going to hop on and join me, and we're going to kind of tag team it at the end, and she'll kind of co-opt the end of mine, and I'll start with the plus pieces, and then she'll take over with the other pieces. So we'll save tonight's drop for the end. All right, so here is the last top. This is the only one that's not like pastel for today's daily drop, but I feel like it's still really nice, like earthy, springy colors, so I feel like it still works here. So this again is the Whole New World top in Ash Jade. This one's retailing for $36, and then this one comes in split sizes. So we have small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X, and then 2X, 3X. So for this one, it is more of a relaxed fit, but we do still say true to size. So Christine and Carrie both wear the small medium. Melissa opted for the large extra large on this one, and then I am in the 2X, 3X for this one. This material is stretchy, but it's a little bit more of like a knit sweater material, so it's not going to be the same kind of stretch as like the ones that were more of like a jersey knit t-shirt, but there is still quite a bit of stretch to it, and because of that, it has this really nice way that it kind of hangs and falls. It does have really a drop shoulder. There is no shoulder seam. It just kind of like falls into the sleeve, and then it's got kind of these little cut, not quite a cap sleeve, I guess just kind of like a little cut sleeve. And then it has kind of like almost like a handkerchief hem, just because of how it's straight cut, but with the slouchiness of the shoulders, it's a little bit higher in the front and then longer on the sides. It has this cute little pocket detail. And then if I turn around to the back, you can see that same kind of handkerchief silhouette where it's a little bit higher and then it falls to be a little bit longer on the sides, just because of the way the arms and the shoulders are cut. I love the description color being Ash Jade, because it's totally what it is. It's definitely a jade green, but just like add a bit of gray to it. And that is exactly how I would describe this color. So again, this is the Whole New World top in Ash Jade, $36 for this one. True to size, for it is an intentionally relaxed fit, and it comes in the split sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X, and then 2X, 3X. Okay, that is finally everything that is for today's daily drop. So everything I've tried on so far, so all of those tops, the cardigan, and these white jeans are going to be launching today at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, so in like an hour and a half. So fun. Okay, like I said, we're going to wait for tonight's daily drop, so we're going to skip on ahead. I don't have anything in plus for the Wednesday daily drop, but I do have an outfit from the Wednesday Dex drop. So we're going to scoot on right past to Wednesday evening for Dex. So I have a pair of pants and I have a top, so I'm going to put both of those on and be right back. I love this top so much. I think this Dex top might be my favorite piece of the week. It's so pretty. Okay. So here we have the full outfit for Dex. There are other Dex pieces launching, it's just that these are the two that are going to be available in the full Dex size range. So let's start with this top. This one is the Dex Eva Ruffle Trim Tank in the color Deep Taupe. This one, if I go to the fit details, we describe this one as true to size. So everyone's wearing their typical Dex sizes. So that is Christine in the extra small, Carrie's in the medium. Melissa wears the X for this one, just because with Dex, sometimes she's an extra large, sometimes she's an X, sometimes she's a 1X. For this specific one, she wears an X, and then I'm in the 2X, which is now the largest size that Dex makes. Hello, Christy Ray. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I am in the 2X for this one. Absolutely adorable. This one is a poly cotton blend for the material used to make the knit. There's a lot going on in the knit texture too, which I absolutely adore. This one is, I'm wearing it with a nude bra, and with a nude bra it definitely like passes without an undershirt, but because the knit is a little bit open, if you did have a colorful bra or something, you might want to wear something else under it or layer it just so you don't see it. But with a nude bra, you are definitely good to go. I feel like you could probably even get away with a black bra or a dark bra and not be too worried, but if you're gonna wear anything white, I think it would show through, or if you wore anything like colorful, I think you might have an issue as well. I love, love, love the straps on this one. They are this like wide knit kind of chunk here. They are like a thicker tank strap, and it just continues that knit pattern all the way through. And then it is straight across on the back. And this one is a cropped fit for sure. This one isn't just one that looks kind of a little bit shorter on me. This one is definitely a cropped length. This is super trendy. I think this with a pair of like high-waisted jeans would be incredible, or even with a palazzo pant like what we have them with here. Like super trendy, super like beachy tropical vibes. I realized I forgot to tie up the drawstring on the pants, so I'm just gonna do that quickly while I'm here. But just really, really adorable. I also really like that it is kind of like a smaller form factor, but a looser silhouette for what it is, if that makes sense. Like crop top, but still kind of like slouchy knit. Just really, really adorable. I am a huge fan of this one. Yes, it is stretchy for sure. Like you can see, like, I wouldn't like stretch it a ton, but there is definitely a lot of stretch in there. And even with that, it's just kind of like loose around where this band is as well for this one. Just so, so cute. So again, this is the Eva Ruffle Trim Tank in Deep Taupe. This one's retailing for $70, and it's available in sizes extra small through 2X. And so everyone wore close to their typical Dex sizes. So Christine in the extra small, Carrie's in the medium. I'm in my usual 2X for Dex, and Melissa took the X for this one. And if we move on to these pants, these ones are also adorable. So these ones are also true to size, and we all wore the same sizes, our typical Dex sizes. So again, Christine in the extra small, Carrie's in the medium, Melissa wears the X, and I am in the 2X. So these are the Bright Bloom wide leg flowy pants in olive. These ones are available in the full Dex size range of extra small up to 2X, which is great because we actually, amongst all of us, wear the full size range, so that's awesome. These ones are a full polyester pant, and they have these really fun drawstrings. I love that they have the little like metallic weights at the end. I think that they actually do kind of look cute when they're worn open like this, or maybe a little bit long. I feel like with this top, maybe not, but with something else you could wear them down like that and it is still kind of a cute look, or you could even just like tie them and then leave them long in the middle, if that makes sense. But they are really nice, and I find that having the weights at the end just like helps the knot stay in place, because that little bit of gravity just kind of like keeps the tension in the knot if you do tie it up, which I like. There is pockets in here, which is great. They're not the deepest pockets, but they are decent for a palazzo pant like this, so I'm pretty happy with them. And they're lined too, which is nice, so they feel a little bit sturdier. They're not just the same polyester that is on the rest of the pant. And then we also have these cute little back pockets. At first I thought they were just for show, but these are actually fully functional pockets in the back as well. So having 4 functional pockets on a pair of pants like this, like a very like flowy pants, considering I'm used to none pockets on a pair of pants like this, I was definitely pretty excited about it. I am glad that you asked, Reen. So I did try on the lavender POL jacket, and I did find that it was just too tight in the shoulders for me. It was one of those things where like I could physically put it on, but then it was kind of like, if you ever remember like a kid trying on winter jackets and you'd find one that was just too tight once you like put it on with stuff underneath and you just like this and you can't move your arms. It was like that. So like I could physically put it on my body, but I couldn't move in it, and it was quite tight in the shoulders. So unfortunately it did not work for me. I appreciate you asking though, because Christine pulled it out and she's like, I know someone's gonna ask, and you're probably gonna ask because you would love this, but she's like, just based on how it fit me, I don't think it'll work for you, but you can try it. So when I was doing photos today, I just kind of like popped it over, and yeah, even wearing it with like a tank top, I was like, this is too tight in the arms and shoulders. So unfortunately it did not work for me. But anyways, back to the pants. Once again, these are the Dex Bright Bloom Wide Leg Flowy Pants in olive. These ones are retailing for $85, and they're available in the full Dex size range of extra small through 2X. We all wear our typical Dex sizes, which includes myself in the 2X for Dex. All right, so that was everything for the Dex launch that is coming in Plus. So with that, we're gonna move on to the Thursday Daily Drop, which I believe I have a pair of shorts. And maybe not a top, so I might just have to keep the top on. Yes, that is the case. So I will keep this cute little knit top on, and then for Thursday I have a pair of cuffed shorts, which actually they're kind of like a jogger carpenter type style of short with like square pockets and a fold and stuff. So I feel like they're gonna pair really cutely actually with this top. So I will pop those on right away. Okay, yeah, these are actually so cute together. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute outfit. I love these shorts too, by the way. They are adorable. Okay, so these are the Judy Blue high-rise cuffed jogger shorts, aka the Milo. I'm gonna like, oh my god, that's so cute. I'm discovering ways you can fold up the like the waist elastic, and then it's because it's got the elastic there, it actually stays up really nicely, and then you get like a little bit of a different cropped effect. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm convincing myself slowly that I need this little knit top because it is so freaking adorable. Anyways, these are the Milos. These ones are retailing for $74, and they're available in the full Judy short size range, which includes the letter sizes small through 3X, and that includes both an extra large and a 1X. And the extra large covers like the straight size, so like a 13 to 15, and then the 1X would be your intro to the plus sizes, so like a 14, 16 kind of size. So with these, everyone is wearing their typical short sizes. So that would be Christine in the small, Carrie's in the medium, Melissa is in the extra large, and then I am in the 2X for these ones. Melissa and I can kind of go in between short sizes sometimes. So sometimes she takes a 1X, sometimes she takes the extra large. And then for shorts, I can kind of flop between the two. I used to be pretty solidly a 3X. Now I find I'm kind of leaning more towards 2Xs, but occasionally still wear a 3X. These ones are definitely better in the 2X. I was swimming in the 3Xs a little bit. The 2Xs definitely fit me a lot better in these ones, which it seems like that's kind of the case for both Melissa and I, where we're kind of in between sizes. We both preferred our smaller of our two short sizes for these ones. I do think part of that is because they are that more like jogger cut. They've got the the string for the waistband here, and they do have that little bit of a looser cut. They're also very stretchy, which is nice. So they're definitely one where I would say that if you are kind of in between the sizes, I think you could probably size down pretty safely. These ones, absolutely adorable. Like I mentioned, they have the cuff. They've got the more kind of square pockets here. Then in the front, they've got the carpenter style big square pockets with like the very triangular cut access to them. And then they also have the string for the waist, which is nice too, because if you did want to have a little bit looser here, and you maybe if you're between sizes, if you did size up to get more of like a boxy, fun, flowy fit, you are able to use the drawstring to kind of tighten up a little bit in the waist, which is nice. God, these are cute. So again, these are the Judy Blue high-rise cuffed jogger shorts, aka the Milos. These ones are retailing again for $74, and they come in the full Judy shorts size range of small through 3X. We're all wearing our typical short sizes, but if you are kind of in between two, I would recommend the smaller one. I definitely prefer the 2X in these guys. All right, so that was, again, just the one piece, just the shorts for Thursday daily drop that come in plus. But for Thursday evening at 8, we have a Shirley pajama drops coming. We've got 2 pairs of the short sets and 2 pairs of the capri set. So I'm gonna put on a pair of the capris just because I'm sure people will want to see the length, but of those, and then I'll hold up the other ones so we can see the patterns. Totally accurate? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm finding the same recently, Melissa. I'm glad that my assumption, because of how it's fitting me, applies to you as well. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Sometimes when I'll say that, I'm like, I'm assuming this is why Melissa takes this size as opposed to this size. But it's very good to hear like validation that I'm not just talking out of my ass, that that's actually what you're experiencing. So that is great. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna pop on some Shirley's and I will be right back. It's funny because all of my Judy shorts that I own personally are 3X's, and of course I haven't worn them since last summer. Even at the end of last summer, I found that some of them seemed like they were just a little bit too like full in the leg, like they just weren't as form-fitted as I wanted them to be. And I haven't tried them on yet this summer, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be wanting to buy many new shorts this summer, because I have a feeling that all of my shorts from last year I'm going to find fit too big now. So that's kind of a pain, because I had some really cute ones that I picked up over the last couple of years. So that is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Okay. I think I'm going to try on this capri pair, because I took my photos for the website in the other capri pairs, so I haven't worn these ones yet, so I want to wear these ones. Perfect. Moving on to the Shirley pajamas, we have 4 sets that are going to be dropping on Thursday evening. We have 2 that are the capris, the ones I'm wearing now currently, and then the ladybug set. And then we have 2 short sets. We have the one with the cows and the flowers, and then we have the pink bows. So the one that I'm wearing, this is the navy navy polka dot capri set, and this one's going to be retailing for $54, and it is available in an incredible size range. We have extra small all the way up to 4X. Shirley, for her pajamas, always makes them super accessible in terms of size range. For these ones, everybody is wearing their typical Shirley pajama size. So that is Christine in the extra small, Carrie is in the medium, Melissa is wearing the extra large, and I am in the 3X. I can kind of go in between for Shirley's between a 2X and a 3X. I do find that I don't like my pajamas to be like tight for the most part. So for the sets, whether it's the shorts, the capris, or the full length pants, I do still opt for my 3X. But for me, it's the sleep shirts. I find that I prefer the 2X just because I find the 3X just hangs a little bit wider than I would like. But for everything that I'm trying on now, I definitely would go with my typical 3X for these. Right, the cows are so cute. So again, I'll show all the patterns up close in a second, but we have extra small to 4X, and the capris are retailing for $54, and I'm just checking because I think the price is slightly different. $52 for the short, so there is a $2 price difference between the two. So $54 for the capris, which I feel like $2 for like an extra, like, that's not too shabby. I won't complain about that at all. So $52 for the shorts and $54 for the capris, and then the full size ranges in all of them. So again, this is the navy polka dot that I'm wearing. Absolutely adorable. We have these sunflower cows, the ones that Reen was just mentioning. This pattern, I believe we've had before, at least in, I think, the capri style. I don't know if we've had it in, so this one is the short style for the cow with the sunflowers. It's so cute. The little Highland cow with the flower on its head, that is so adorable. I also just love how many different shades of yellow are in this top. It's so cute. We have the ladybug. This is the other capri set for the ladybugs. This one is also very adorable. I don't know why, but every time I see this, I think these are Oreos. They are not. They're just cute little black circles with like a little white outline. But every time I see them, I'm like, those look like Oreos. But nope, just circles. And then finally, this is the last of the short sets. We have the pink bows. I was going to describe it as pink bow, and I'm like, I should see what like the technical name is. It is pink bow. So bang on. Also very, very adorable. I feel like Shirley should make scrubs because so many of her patterns, when I see them, I'm like, those would be the cutest scrubs ever. Shirley, if you're listening, business idea. I feel like people would absolutely love scrubs from you. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be the same material because you have to have certain types of materials for scrubs, but adorable. So again, the capri sets, these two, $54. Extra small to 4X. I wear my typical 3X for these. And then the short sets, again, $52, extra small through 4X. I prefer my 3X still for the two-piece sets from Shirley. So those are going to be launching at 8 p.m. on Thursday for anyone who needs new pajamas, which the Shirley pajamas, fantastic. I still wear my Halloween ones from like Halloween 2023 almost every night, and they're holding up incredibly. I won't say they look brand new anymore because they're like, you would think I only own one pair of pajamas from how much I wear them. I don't, but I just wear them by far the most. Okay, perfect. I have Friday, I think I just have a pair of jeans, and then we have some stuff on Saturday as well. Let me see the Friday jeans situation. Yes, so I'll do that. And then actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on one of the sweaters that launched yesterday on Monday, just because I have them on my rack, but they weren't part of my like weekly lineup because I usually start from Tuesday. So I'm gonna pair it with one of the Monday sweaters to go with the Friday jeans, just so I can still kind of talk about those. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, where did the hanger for the top of the Shirley pajamas go? We usually, because they're sets, we like hang them together on one hanger that has the clippies. So we clip the pants in and then we'll put the shirt over top of it. So I like put the pants away and then was like, where's the hanger for the top? And then was like, wait a minute, it's right there. It is the same hanger. Oh, right, these jeans. I have a feeling these Fridays are going to be very, very popular. I think I'm going to go with the purple Whitney sweater because of who I am as a person, making me a purple person. I've heard, like, you see a lot of memes about stereotypes about purple people, and it's like, there's people who have favorite colors, but for whatever reason, it's like people whose favorite color is purple, like, you can never like purple like a normal amount. It's like everything has to be purple and you're obsessed with it. And I don't think I'm quite as bad as some of the memes I've seen where they've got like purple houses and stuff, but like, I'm definitely pretty close. I mean, like, even my wedding ring and my engagement ring are purple. I definitely, like, I had them custom made and designed by a custom jeweler to be purple sapphires. So, like, maybe I am a crazy purple person. I'm just gonna have a sip of water here. Don't mind me. Surprisingly, not a lot of pearl decor in my house, though. There is a little bit in my basement because that's my, like, geeky nerd girl zone. It's a mix of pink and purple. Like, my computer desk and my computer chair are pink just because I couldn't find purple. They then later made my computer chair in purple, so if I ever have to get a new one, I'm definitely getting the purple one. I've painted some of my display shelves and bookshelves purple, but for the most part in like the rest of my house, not a lot of purple, which is surprising. But anyways, this sweater is already online. This is the Whitney sweater. This one also came in 4 other colors. I'm not sure if they all came in the same size range or not, but I have photos in 2 of the colors. So I am wearing one, and then this is the Heather Marlin. This is the blue one that I had on, and we do have website photos of me in these 2 colors. They come in size 2X, 3X, which fits me absolutely fantastically. They do remind me a lot of the Nicola sweaters of days of yore, but I do appreciate that instead of wearing a medium large, they do make them in the extended sizes, because I probably could wear this in the large, extra large, but I definitely prefer the 2X, 3X because it is giving me more of that loose, flowy silhouette. Gorgeous color. This one is definitely more of a warm purple, more pink based as opposed to blue based, but super pretty. But now I'm going to tuck it up, and again, the sweaters, these ones went live on Monday. They are gorgeous. I just wanted to show them out a little bit because I didn't have a top to pair with these pants, so we might as well show them off right now. Also, I'm just going to give Christine a 10-minute warning so that she knows to come up and join me for the last part of our live, and then I will be right back. Where's Christine? Perfect. Okay. So we've had some, I think we had a pair of capris last week, but we have had a lot of people asking. It's always this time of year. People are crazy for capris. And this is probably my favorite pair of capris I think I've ever tried on from Judy's. These ones just fit me, size Michelle, right off the hanger. I am in my usual 18 for these. And I love that they are a folded capri, but if you wanted to, you can absolutely just fold them down and have, I mean, they're still capris on me. I feel like they would be more like an ankle jean or a little bit like that, but on me, they're still capris. I'm just getting, you know, option 1, option 2 for capris, but with where they are folded. And it's not like stitched, or I think it's just kind of like steamed in. I don't even think it's ironed because the crease isn't heavy enough for it to be ironed. I think it's just steamed in to where that fold is. So you could absolutely, if you have an iron at home, which I feel like I would normally assume that most people do, but like I have friends that don't have irons. So maybe not everybody has an iron. I have an iron. It was one of, I think my mom got it for me as a like gift when I moved into my first place, and I use it all the time, but I will admit, not necessarily for laundry reasons. I do, more so my husband uses it for pressing his dress shirts and stuff like that. But I craft, and for me, I have a Cricut, so I have the heat transfer vinyl, and I don't feel like spending $300 on the Cricut branded heat press, so I just use my iron. But my iron is fantastic. My mom got it at Costco. It's one of those Oleo ones, and it's got the little feets on it, and it's like, it knows when you set it down versus when you're using it, so it like automatically like has a safety on it. Incredible iron, Oleo or Oliso or something. I think it's Oleo, so just random shout out if you're in the market for an iron. But anyways, because this does look like it's just a steamed cuff, it's not sewn in, it's not ironed, you could absolutely iron the crease out and just get a longer length with these. Or you could even adjust if you wanted the cuff to be maybe a little bit less than it is currently. You could absolutely kind of iron in your own crease for the cuff and kind of customize your length with that, which is such a cool idea. So I've talked all this thing, I haven't even told you what they're called yet. These are the Henrys, or the long name is the Judy Blue High Rise Tummy Control Cuffed Capris. These ones are retailing for $87, and they are available in the full Judy size range of 0 through 15, and then 14W through 24W. These ones fit, like I said, like classic Judy skinny jean fit, because they are the tummy control. I feel like this is like how I expect them to fit. They've got a lot of stretch, but they have the thing where they kind of, you know, there's a lot of stretch, but then they snap back. They hold everything in place really nicely. That is the beauty of the tummy control. These ones just fit size Michelle right off the rack, which I absolutely adore. So everyone wears their typical size in these ones, with Christine being in the 3, Carrie in the 9, Melissa's in the 14, and I, of course, I'm in my usual 18 for these ones. There's no physical distressing on these guys. We do have quite a bit of whiskering here on the front pockets, and we can see a pretty substantial amount of fading on the thighs. And then we also have that same fading on the butt. I feel like it's really noticeable on the butt, but I'm not mad because it just gives you a cute little like booty pop, which I really like. And then again, like I mentioned, we do have that rolled cuff, but there is nothing holding that in place. So you could roll it down, and if you do, it is, I would describe it as probably like a slim leg, maybe a straight leg, but I would say if anything, the cut when it is unrolled is akin to a slim leg, and it does give you probably an extra 3 inches of length. I would say unrolled, the length is probably around like 25, 26 inches, and then rolled up, it's anybody's guess, because you could roll it up as many times as you want. You could also, if you wanted to, if you're someone who prefers like the double rolled look, you could absolutely go for a double roll. That's what I usually prefer with my capris. And then it gives you, you know, a little bit more of like, you can go for a shorter length, but less roll. Like there's just so many options. Because these were designed to be rolled up, I feel like that's why they have that kind of slim cut with almost like a little bit of a flare at the bottom, but not quite, so that if it rolls up to sit more in like the meaty, muscly part of your calf. Like here, like a lot of jeans don't want to be too wide there because your ankle is typically going to be the smallest part of your leg, but because you're rolling them up, they've left a little bit more room so they can kind of sit right in the middle of that like muscular, meaty part of your thigh and still fit really nicely. So these are another pair that I can see it being very popular. Capris always are. So if this is something that you are vibing with, that you're interested in, I would definitely recommend trying to catch these right when they drop on Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, because capris always go super, super quickly. And I think that because these ones are so flexible with not having that like fixed cuff where you can kind of adjust them to wherever you want to be, I think these are going to be very, very popular. So just my little recommendation there. Sweet. So I just have a few dresses that we're launching on Saturday, and then Christine will be popping in with me for tonight's daily drops. So let me just get one of the dresses on. It's the same dress. It is the April in Paris. I mean, I guess technically if you're French, it is April in Paris, but the April in Paris dress, we have it launching in 6 different colors. So I'm just gonna pop one of them on, and then I will bring the rest over to show them off. I think I'm gonna pop the red one on because it's that like very rich, like true red, like blue based as more opposed to like a brick raced red. If you're familiar with MAC lipsticks, I would describe the color of this dress as ruby woo, but I don't know how many people are makeup nerds like I used to be. I mean, I don't even really consider myself a makeup nerd anymore, but circa like 2018, I was full beauty guru, watching all of the YouTube videos. I knew all the influencers. bought all the palettes that I didn't need and now I have too many, but I still really like makeup and I still enjoy it, just not as aggressively as I did in like the late aughts. Okay, let's do the red one. And then, not that. There we go. So we have 6 colors launching in this dress, which is super fun. We have a good mix of like bright colors, more subdued colors, and then like dark neutral colors. So I'm gonna just look at the red one. I'm lucky I have big hands because this is a lot to hold with one hand, but here we are. So they are retailing for, oh my God, $32. I definitely thought they were gonna be like 40 something. That is a great price point for a really cute spring summer dress. And they're going to be available in sizes small through 3X with both an extra large and a 1X available, which is awesome. I love when it has both because I do find that with plus sizes versus like standard sizes, they tend to be cut a little bit differently. So even if the measurements kind of overlap between an extra large and a 1X, the cut doesn't necessarily. I'm curious to see what Melissa took. She took the 1X in this. The rest of us took our usual sizes. I mean, that is Melissa's usual size, but Christine in the small, Carrie in the medium, Melissa's in the 1X, and then of course I myself am in my usual 3X. And again, these are $32. I'll just go through all of the colors again. We have Kelly Green. That is absolutely like what I think of when I think Kelly Green. Gorgeous, awesome spring green shade. We have Ash Jade, which is the same as that top that is launching later today. I love this color because it is literally just jade with like gray mixed in with it. It is such a gorgeous, more muted but still green color because a lot of people find green really hard to wear. I'm not one of them, but I also am lucky enough to have a color palette that like Kelly Green actually really suits, but I know that's a pretty aggressive color for a lot of people to try. So this is a nice, like, easier to wear shade of green. We have black, classic, everyone's favorite, definitely my favorite. We have the navy, and then, oh, I guess we have classic blue and light navy, which is which? Okay, so this is light navy. I just described it as navy, but I guess that's what the color said. And then this is the classic blue. So they don't look super different when you just see them on their own, but when you see them next together, you can definitely see this one is more navy, and this one is not quite what I would describe as a royal blue. It's a little bit less intense than that, but it is still a quite nice, saturated, like true blue color. And then, of course, the ruby is the one that I am wearing. Ruby Woo, if you want to get very technical, because that's what Mac calls it, and Mac is the authority on color, if you ask me. But these are gorgeous. They have that like super soft, like brushed jersey knit feel, if that makes sense. A lot like some of the Zenana like lounge sets. It's that kind of fabric, and it has that kind of more like heft and weight to it because of that. So it is like still a jersey knit, but it just feels a little bit heavier and softer and more luxurious than that. And again, tons of colors. I love the range between, you know, we have our darks, we have our vivids, we have something a little bit more muted, super pretty. So again, these are going to be going live on Saturday at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And what was the price again? Like 32 or something, like ridiculous. Yeah, 32 bucks. I definitely was like, no, that's too low, even after seeing it once. So $32, which is an awesome price point for a t-shirt dress. All right, so the last thing, of course, but definitely not least, is we're going back to Tuesday for tonight's daily drop because Christine is here and she's going to tag team it with me. So I'm just gonna pop back off camera again to change into my outfit, and then we will be ready to go. If you're ready, Christine, while I'm changing, you can kind of hop in and say hello.
Okay.
Or not, I mean, it's totally up to you.
I'm ready. I'm just putting a pair of shoes on.
Well, if you're wearing shoes, I'll put on shoes too. I usually just, you know, the dogs are out unleashed usually while I'm live, but.
The dogs are out. That was funny. Hi, friends. feel like I just live on lives. These are so tall.
Every time, and that's something that they probably wouldn't realize, but every time when I set up my live, the first thing I do before anything is I take the tripods and I loose them and I just put them all the way
They're
up.
so tall.
Every time.
We should do that. Have you seen that trend? I don't know if it's trending anymore, but it was where like the tall person holds the phone kind of like looking down at the person so you can see their perspective and like what I look like. I'm very curious.
We should do that, absolutely.
That'd be so funny. Okay, hi guys. Sorry.
Hello.
We have a bonus launch tonight for you guys going at 8 o'clock tonight. Typically, we do the live for bonuses later on at 2 o'clock, but to tell you the truth, I'm trying really hard to get out of work early today, so I thought
She needs a nap, I can vouch. Like, it's not just like wanting to not be here, like she could use a nap.
I just
can vouch.
Yeah, I have a lot of things happening this week, so I need to tackle those and potentially take that nap that is so desperately needed. I slept so hard last night though, like passed out, and like I didn't want to wake up this morning, and I just laid there and hope for the best that I didn't actually have to get up, but it turns out I did. But that's okay.
Fair enough.
So we are gonna show off our bonus launch that we have for you guys tonight. Again, that's at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. There are a couple pieces that work for Michelle, so we're gonna go through those pieces, and then you can just like flutter off if you want and go like start cleaning up your stuff or whatever.
Works for me.
And then I'll just finish up. So let's get started. Oh, you have the iPad.
I do. I am prepared.
Okay.
So what I am wearing is essentially the pieces that do come in plus. We have the Cali pull-on textured pant in black and the Eliza, there we go, textured button-up blouse in black. So the black kind of coordinated set here. That's the same blouse that you're wearing currently, I believe. Actually, once I'm done this, I'm gonna style it open too because I like how you've done it. I just like threw it on as like one. I thought it looked cute. I like that it looks like you can kind of like dress it up or down. I paired it with a dressier shoe because it is that like kind of linen-y thing. I think you could dress it up for an office.
It's a really nice outfit
for sure. So I'm wearing the 2X in both of these. The top is, or this is the pant, sorry. The pant is retailing for $80, and these ones actually only come in plus for the black pant. So they are available in X, 1X, and 2X, which is what I am wearing. Of course, that is what I typically wear in Dex. That is now the largest size that Dex offers, but luckily for me, 99% of Dex pieces that we've gotten since they stopped making the 3X have been working for me in the 2X, so it doesn't really feel like I've lost anything, so that's nice. So these ones are super soft. I will tuck up the top of the shirt a little bit so that we can kind of see that they have an elastic waist. We've got the drawstring here, and this is a fully functional drawstring as well. I know sometimes with lounge pants like this, or with more like loose fitted, I guess I wouldn't describe these as lounge pants as I was just talking about dressing them up for an office, but with ones with elastic waist, sometimes we just get these like for decoration. This is fully functional, and then these are a really nice weight as well. I do feel like sometimes with a more like kind of linen type pant like that, it feels like maybe you don't have enough coverage, like you have to be really mindful of what underwear you're wearing because it might show through. These, I'm not worried at all. They have enough weight and thickness that they're going to be full coverage, but they still feel really nice and light and flowy and very summery for sure. Like it definitely feels like fancy like beach club type wear for sure. And then the top is the same fabric as well. The one thing I will say about this, and this is more a me problem than anything, is that the sleeves are a little bit short. Have you ever noticed on my lives, a lot of the times I'd be like, see, the sleeves are too short, but when I do that, you can't even see my arms in the camera, so I have to step to the side. And like, you can see they're a little bit short, but because I am a chronic sleeve puller upper, these ones kind of sit naturally where I would pull the sleeves up to anyways. So that is not a problem for me. And again, that is more a me problem than a problem generally because I have these really nice long 6'1" tall person arms. But other than that, the 2Xs fit great for me. They're definitely really fun. Could be very casual, very dressy, and after being inspired by you wearing it open, I'm gonna quickly pair it with something off the rack and pop back in while Christine does her thing.
So I love how Michelle actually has it paired up with the fancier shoes. It does, like, it really, I don't know, it works so well for the office, and you'll be so comfortable because they are such a beautiful material. It will feel like you're wearing pajamas at the office. So I feel like that's a score.
Absolutely, that is the vibe. I'm like, this definitely feels like wearing pajamas, but like office appropriate pajamas.
So yeah, I was totally just having a little lay down back there. It was really comfortable, and Michelle does such a good job with like explaining everything. I was like, I don't need to like stand here. I don't need to be like help her or anything. She's got this. So I just went and took a break.
I'm also not used to doing my lives with other people.
I
so
know.
I, like,
that's
immediately move into the middle of the camera and I'm like, oh wait, you're here too.
And that's totally okay. And that's why I kind of like step back a little bit. I'm like, she's got this. She's fine. So here's the waistband up close for you guys, just so you can see. They are that completely functional elastic band with the functional tie up front. Really, really cute. These ones are not available in the size extra small through extra large. They are only available in the X, 1X, and 2X. So just keep that in mind. But that is why I jumped in with Michelle so she could show these for you. They are beautiful. Melissa wears the 1X in these. Okay, yeah, she does such a good job. She's just a rock star.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so now we're just going to talk about the fit of the top on myself. I know Michelle was talking about this one briefly. Did you go over the information on the top?
Not the material or anything like
Okay.
that, it's more so the fit.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the top, also just talking about the sleeves. They have that button there, so you can unbutton and roll it if you do find it too short, or if you just want to have that like slouchy rolled up look. It's easy enough to accomplish because it does have the double button on the cuff.
That is absolutely what I would do if I had more time.
Perfect. So the Eliza textured button up blouse in the color black, $70 for these ones, extra small through 2X. I wear the extra small in this one. I have plenty of space to do up. I really like the way it looks open with another top underneath. I paired it up with the cami tank that we have online right now. I put on the fuchsia just because I love the way that it pops underneath the black and the white that we'll be showing here in just a moment. So the details on it, we've got your collar, your long sleeves, the button front closure, round hem, lightweight gauze material, relaxed fit. This one does fit pretty true to size. Extra small for myself, medium for Carrie. Melissa wears the X and Michelle wears the 2X. So $70 for that one, extra small through 2X. It is adorable, really nice. I love that you can dress this one up or dress it down. It is a super versatile piece, which is great because you want to have options with your outfits or your pieces that you're buying. Mm-hmm. You don't want it to just be like a one-time situation. You can totally make this into different outfits, just like Michelle did.
I decided I wanted to do casual, but it still gives like business casual. I feel like I mean, I wouldn't tie it into a midriff because that is against my office dress code, but like even with the sneakers, like if I had this tucked in, this is definitely more casual but still very office appropriate, which I was not expecting. I thought it would be like more like the vibe that Christine's giving off, but I mean the shorts and the Nikes definitely helped with that, where that I could not wear to the office, but
no,
this I still could, which I'm actually loving. I think I prefer it styled this way. Like this is actually
really cute. Yeah, you did a good job with that one.
Thank you.
Okay, I will talk about the shorts that I'm wearing. So moving right along, we are just cruising. This is great. So the shorts. These are the Zinnia pulled on textured shorts in the color black. So these ones are $60. We have this one in sizes extra small through extra large. I found that these ones have a really nice, like, relaxed fit to them. I wear the extra small happily. I still have quite a bit of space. If I had an opportunity to size down, I would not, because I love how much space it offers. It is very, very comfortable. It is not oversized. It doesn't feel too bulky. It doesn't feel like it's just too much material. It's a just right situation with having that extra comfort involved with it, which is like top on my list for my outfits. So I would definitely call this a relaxed fit, but it is a true to size fitting short. I wear the extra small, Carrie wears a medium. They are a high rise. They do have the elastic waist with the drawstring, just like the pants that Michelle is wearing. They have pockets, and it is the exact same material as the top and the pants, that lightweight gauze material. Super comfortable, really nice and spacious. I love the thickness of the shorts. It doesn't show anything that it shouldn't. It is absolute perfection, the exact same material as the pants, so I won't go too deep into it because I know Michelle did already for you guys. They are really nice high rise, like I mentioned. They go super high, like my belly button is here, the top of the pants are here. I can grab the measurements as well for you so you can have them. I love the length of the shorts, nice space throughout the thighs. These are just the most perfect, comfortable shorts. Big fan of this material. They did a really good job in the sizing for this one. Let me just grab you the measurements, and then I'll go change into the next couple pieces. Okay, so your rise on these, the extra small is 10 3/4, same with the small. 11 1/4 for the medium, 11 1/2 for the large, and 12 for the extra large. The inseam on these are 3 1/4. Okay, I'm gonna go change, and then we'll move on.
Feels very weird not doing my little like sign off spiel, so I guess I'll just pop in and say sayonara to everybody. I'll give you a little peep of my outfit. This is what my outfit is for the day. If anyone remembers a nice LLB throwback, this is the Brunette the Label satin collection from like 2.5 years ago. That is my dress today, and then this is the Shirley mesh shirts. This was the heart one that was pre-ordered. That's my outfit today. But anyways, Christine is going to take care of you guys from here. I just wanted to pop on and say goodbye. Thank you to all of my regulars for dropping in. I go live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time to try on all of the plus size pieces for the week. So if that's something that interests you, tune in next Tuesday, wherever you found me here today, on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll be back. But Christina's still here, so please hang out with her. She is a delight. She will brighten your day. So bye.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
It is so cool.
Thank
I didn't
you.
realize that was the Brunette the Label dress.
It
I knew,
is.
I recognized
Yes.
this right off the hop.
Yeah.
It is so well done.
Thank you. And then if my shoes are not, I feel like if we ever started spelling like spiky studded loafers, I would go broke.
We've had spikes before, but not as spiky as that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more short.
These are technically men's
These
shoes,
are really
but
cool.
like, I don't care.
I love
They
them.
fit, so.
No, who cares? Yeah, so those are awesome. Good
Alright.
outfit.
Bye,
well
guys.
done. Okay, I'm gonna shorten these up because honestly,
Yeah, fair
they're.
enough. It's funny because for me, if I leave them short, I literally have to like squat to be able to scroll through the comments. But like for you, it's we have to like go way up here. So like.
Yeah, her outfit is so cute. You're getting lots of compliments on your
thanks
outfit.
everybody. I'll have to check it up like later. I'll have to do the replay of like.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! Oh sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was my butt. You guys, I'm so sorry on Instagram. That was not a vibe. I should have just left these alone. Oh my god, how embarrassing! Everybody on Instagram, I'm so sorry. That was my phone. Oh my gosh, I am blushing hard. Oh my goodness. Well, that is something I'm gonna have to call my mom and let her know what happened today. Okay, let's go to the next couple pieces here. So continuing on with our decks, our bonus decks launch tonight at 8 o'clock. We have the same pieces from the black in the white, but they deserved their own try on, not just a show the next color. Okay, so the Eliza texture button up blouse in white, $70, extra small through 2X in this one as well. This one fits just a little bit slimmer. I'm still wearing the extra small happily. It's just not as relaxed. It is very relaxed, just not as relaxed. Melissa did not wear this one. I'm just double checking. She tried on the extra large. It did not work for her. I'm assuming I should have given her the 1X or the 2X and it would have been fine for her, but it just didn't happen. So I'm gonna say just off the hop that she would go with the 1X in this one over the extra large. And then when she's in next, I'll have her try it on. I should almost text Michelle back and ask her if she can come back and try this on and see how far she is. Because I didn't realize that it did not work for Melissa. Okay, sorry. So this one, like I said, is relaxed, but it's not as relaxed. I'm going to see if Michelle can come back quickly and just try this one on briefly for us. If not, then it's fine. $70 for this one. It's just not as relaxed as the black one. Okay, and then we have the shorts. Okay, so these shorts, these are the Zinnia pull-on textured short in the off-white color. So these ones we have for $60, extra small through extra large. So for some reason, the white definitely fits smaller in the shorts as well as the pants. So the shorts, I wear the small or the medium. I'm currently wearing the medium. I'm happy in the medium. These fit like how the extra small did on me. The small was just a little bit snugger, but they still fit. I just preferred the extra space of the medium. So I did go to the medium in the white shorts. I wore the extra small in the black. This is all... There we go. So the white is a thicker material. They do have the lining underneath as well, which is really helpful just to prevent showing anything that you don't want to be shown. They have the pockets, the functional tie, and the elastic waistband, which is really nice. Here is the back of the shorts. They fit wonderfully. Once I sized up those sizes, I do have some extra space there throughout, which is really nice as well. So, and it also looks really good paired together with the cami and then with the button top over as well. You don't have to wear it together. Obviously, you can wear it alone, which is a really cute look as well. Okay, I'm just going to grab the pants so we can see those ones, and then we're gonna be done, which is wild, wild times. Okay, so here is the pants. These ones are the The Cali pull-on textured pant in the off-white. Again, these ones are definitely a slimmer fit than what the black ones were. We have these ones in sizes extra small through extra large. They're $80. So for details, they've got the high rise, the elastic waistband, the drawstring, the pockets, lightweight gauze material, just like the others. These ones are definitely fitting slimmer. I definitely prefer the medium over the small. I'm currently wearing the small. I would say that Carrie would prefer the large or even the extra large as well, just to have a little bit of extra space because they are quite slim. I definitely find that they're slimmer here in the thighs. I'll try on the medium just so you can see what they look like when I have a little bit extra space there. They definitely would look more of the intentional fit that they're going for. These ones are just a little bit slimmer in the pants. So this one is the pants, obviously nice length. I love the drawstring and the functional, the waistband and the functional drawstring. I think that was a really nice touch, nice comfortable look to them, nice casual vibes. There we go. And it looks, again, really nice with the cami. So that is the small on myself. I'm gonna go put the medium on and you're gonna see that I'm definitely gonna feel a lot better. Okay, so here is the medium. I already feel so much better. Definitely this is the intent of what they were looking for with the design of these ones. More of a wide leg casual fit and feel, where the other ones were definitely too slim in my thighs. This is where it's at for sure. I really like the way it feels throughout my thighs, and I'll get on my backside. I have more space and it feels really good there. So I would definitely be going to the medium for myself right off the hop in these pants, and Carrie would wear the large or the extra large for a little bit of extra space as well. I believe for like the intent look of these ones. So that is your bonus launch tonight. We've got the Cali pull-on textured pants in the white and the black. The white is available in sizes extra small through extra large. The black pants are available in sizes X through 2X. The Eliza textured button-up blouse top, that one is available in the color black and white. Both available in sizes extra small through 2X. For the white, I was definitely say the 1X for Melissa, and I'm still gonna put 2X for Michelle, although she didn't have a chance to try that one on. That was my mistake, so my apologies there. And $70 for that one. And then the shorts we have as well. The black was definitely a relaxed fit for sure, extra small through extra large in that one. The shorts were definitely a slimmer fit in this one. I would go to the medium in these ones, and Carrie would go to the large. I think I covered all of our bases there. So that's launching tonight. It's a really fun launch. The material is just stunning. It is a thicker material. They are double lined, very, very comfortable. Big fan of these ones, and it looks so nice with the camis. Okay, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have the best day. I will see you probably tomorrow. I think I'll be jumping in with Cassidy and Ashley to show off the Dex launch as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. You have the best day, and thanks for joining Michelle, and thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, bye guys.